Well, I went to Texas and I bought video games.
Hey, is this where the fun time happens?
I'm here literally to pick up Retro Rig.
So when I head off to these conventions, one of the first thing that I'm always looking for is N64 games, right? We've got the N64 score going on. Only 5 games left to complete the entire N64 North American library, and so that was my hunt. I was checking every table that I could for N64 games, see if I could find games hiding in bins and boxes. The 64 games, because there wasn't a lot in the library, tend to double up quite often when you're at a convention. You're gonna find, 20, 30, 40 of the same game over and over and over again. And funny enough, out of all of the games there, I didn't have any of the 5 that I needed. So I had to switch gears. And there is something that I've been looking for a really long time.
Here's the deal, okay? I wanted this episode for you guys to be an N64 score, and unfortunately, I did a quick walk around the expo, and none of the games I needed are there. But one hit my head that I've talked about so many times with you that you guys don't know I don't have. Jackal, my #1 game on the NES of all time, I don't actually have a complete in-box copy. Jackal Loose is only $10 to $12. Complete in box is anywhere from $100 to like $130 mint. Such a discrepancy, absolutely crazy. That is what I'm on the hunt for today, is a little bit of Jackal, and let's see what this con has to offer. Ricky Wonka, what's the fit? What we got going on here? A little top hat?
Yeah, this is like the Wish.com fake suede hat. Oh, I've got the golden ticket. But no, seriously, there's golden tickets in my games.
Hey, I'm here with the picker. Fit check. What are we rocking on top?
We got a vintage hat with a new patch on it.
Ooh.
We got the single stitch, single dangle.
Oh, single dangle. Okay.
Dale Earnhardt. We got the Dreamcast bag from the Retro Beard.
Beautiful.
In the Game Boy bag.
I love it. Rocking. What we got? Adidas shorts
and
on here?
Adidas shorts.
What are you here for today?
Xbox, Dreamcast games, bro.
Dreamcast games.
Absolutely.
Guys, confession time. I have a really bad habit. When I am hunting for games, I give myself a goal. And you know what I do? I shop for everything but the stuff I'm looking for. And I can't stop doing that. It's literally like a disease. So here's probably a bunch of footage of me shopping for stuff that wasn't even Nintendo games.
In BSing with the vendors out there, I ended up coming across a gentleman. His name is Sergio, and Sergio handed me a gift, and that gift is Sergio's top 200 video game soundtracks of all time.
So what you're saying is we are going to need to pop this in and rock a little bit, if we can find a CD player.
If you can find a CD player, yes. Yes.
If we can find a CD player, then we're golden.
I wish I had USB just to get out of it.
Awesome.
But yes.
Sergio, thank you very much for this. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right, guys, let's keep retro.
Guys, one of my last couple pickups were heavies for the NES. Now, I have not been a complete in-box collector, But there are some games that needed to be in the collection that I have missed for a really long time. As I went over to this vendor that was absolutely incredible, they had a plethora of NES complete in-box games, and I was like, I will absolutely be able to find Jackal here. And unfortunately, out of the, I want to say 400 games that they had sitting on that table, there was no Jackal.
Do you have Jackal, CIB? No, oh man. It's funny, I've been on the mission for it, one of my favorite games of all time, but I cannot for the life of me find it.
It was a running joke. I kept running past them, asking if Jackal was traded in or if they still had it the entire convention.
You guys have Jackal on NES?
I know.
Dang it. So how did you get this much stuff?
Very slowly over a long period of time.
Okay, so you've been doing this for decades.
Not decades, but about probably coming up on 15 years.
Okay, that's a good, healthy collecting. May I browse and possibly buy some stuff from you, sir?
Absolutely not.
Okay. I'm out of here.
At this awesome booth, most of their games were NES complete in box. And after messing with these guys for most of the con, I had to grab a heavy because their stuff was in very good condition. And that is Terra Crusta. I have talked about this game before. It is literally on my 10 games of all time from my childhood for NES, the very first YouTube video I ever did. You literally are ships that come together like a Voltron character and you turn into a phoenix. It's a amazing top-down shooter. Always loved it. To get it complete in box, and this one went for $150 and he gave it to me for $120, so I got $30 off of this. So thank you
guys. I have been just like dragging their chain like this entire time. Okay, I finally we came down with an awesome deal. They're hooking me up with Terra Crusta. Thank you guys so much. Good luck on your booth. NES collecting is still alive. Okay, it's not Atari yet, remember that.
My last heavy, guys, was the grail I was looking for the entire time, and I ended up finding Jackal. Now, this is probably the mintiest copy I have ever seen. They had it for $110, and I was able to get it for $10 off. Not a crazy deep discount, but literally the manual has never been read before. The game has never been played before.
It's my favorite game of all time.
Yeah.
Right? I've had a
kill people.
1,000 copies loose my entire life. It's never a completed box one.
This is for
So for me, I'm like, it's time, right? So
Team one is to put up on the map.
yeah, that one is clean.
All the corners, everything looks gorgeous on this game, and it's my favorite NES game of all time. So guys, I was able to add Jackal to the collection of NES titles, and I'm just stoked. I'm stoked. The curated library of my complete in-box NES is coming along. I'm not about to start an NES journey, but when I find them, I pick them up. That is Retropalooza 2023 in a nutshell. I got a lot of cool stuff. I got a lot of stuff I got to display. I got a log. But remember, we're working on that perfect collection, right? Curating the stuff that we really want. I could have easily grabbed just a bunch of loose games, but I know I would never play them, and they'd probably just sit on the shelf. So for me, this is a very successful trip, and the pickups fit in my little carry-on luggage, and that's all I needed. Super stoked to have a lot of this stuff. So guys, come along with me to the next convention. I think we will be at Fort Walton Beach, Florida, for really rad weekend. A lot of awesome YouTubers going to be there. That's going to be in November. I believe it's on November 11th and 12th, if I'm not mistaken, unless it's just a single day con, but it's out on the beach, out on the water. If you guys are in that area, come hit us up, Fort Walton Beach, Florida. After that, we will be at Winter's Tide and Game Central Station in December in North Carolina and Georgia. So lots of stuff coming. Hopefully I see you guys out there. Guys, keep gaming, and I will talk to you later. Peace.